What are historical examples of contempt of court in divorce cases? Imagine being ordered by a court to do something after a divorce and then ignoring that order completely. That's what contempt of court is all about. It happens when someone refuses to follow a court's instructions related to divorce or post-divorce issues. Let's look at some real-life examples from history to see how courts have handled these situations. One common example involves property orders. In one case, a person transferred ownership of their marital home and a business despite a court order saying those assets had to stay part of the marriage estate. The court found him in contempt and even jailed him until he returned the properties and paid a fine. Later, it turned out the original order didn't clearly say he couldn't transfer those assets, so he was released. This shows how important clear court orders are and what can happen if someone ignores them. Another example involves failing to pay court-ordered support. A husband was held in contempt because he didn't pay child support as the divorce decree required. The court made him pay damages and cover attorney fees for not following through. This is a way courts make sure people stick to their financial promises after a divorce. Courts also find people in contempt for not respecting custody and visitation rules. For instance, a father refused to follow a court order about visiting his children. The court made him pay 4 supervised visits and ordered him to pay attorney fees. These cases show how contempt helps enforce parenting plans and protect children's best interests. Sometimes, support orders are ignored across state lines. A woman was granted support in Massachusetts, but her ex-husband got a divorce in Nevada and remarried. The Massachusetts court later held him in contempt for not following the support order. This case highlights how courts can enforce orders even when parties move between states, though it can be complicated. Finally, contempt can also happen when someone doesn't give necessary financial documents. For example, a person refused to provide tax returns needed to verify income for support or property division. The court found him in contempt for not sharing these documents, which delayed the process. To sum up, contempt of court in divorce cases can happen in many ways. It requires a clear court order, knowledge of that order, and proof that someone intentionally disobeyed. When someone is found in contempt, they might face fines, jail, or other penalties until they follow the court's instructions. It's a way to keep everyone honest and ensure the court's orders are respected after a divorce.